Yo, what's up guys? Everyone, today, man, I will be unfortunately talking about my Miami Heat losing their 10th consecutive game in a row, 102-98, at home. Just absolutely brutal. You have your fully healthy starting five, so no more excuses. Andrew Wiggins plays a good game. Fred VanVleet today, 9 threes. The Miami Heat as a team today, 10 threes. We're up by 2 in the fourth quarter, and again, in common Miami Heat fashion, absolutely shit themselves in the fourth quarter once again. To nobody's surprise, nobody is surprised if you watch this team. It is genuinely insane how bad this team is in the fourth quarter. It's insane how bad this team is offensively. It's insane how bad Erik Spoelstra has been this season. And over this last 10-game stretch, I have never been more disappointed in my entire life in my two guys that are paid the big bucks. I'm talking to you, Tyler Hero, Mr. All-Star, they want to start shooting 30% from three. Bam Adebayo, Mr. making $50 million plus in his last year of his just new and introduced 3-year contract. I'm gonna show this tweet because I will never have a better tweet in my entire life than this right here. I don't care how much traction this tweet gets. This just sums up right now being a Heat fan. It's kind of vulgar, but it is what it is. I have never been more disappointed in Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo in my entire lifetime. Neither of these losers are my franchise players. I quite literally my brains out if we pay both of them $50 million a year. Everybody can be moved on this team. Nobody is untouchable. For the longest time, I was like, oh no, Bam Adebayo, man, he's untouchable. He's a DPOI level candidate. You want to know what Bam Adebayo's true shooting percentage this season is? You want to know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? 55.7%, which is in the 43rd percentile. You might be like, man, you hate these guys. No. It started off with the Miami Heat obviously trading away Jimmy Butler, the leader of the team. I mean, he won a lot of money. He wasn't playing. He said he was going to have a great season. Kind of bluffed on that, but it is what it is. Bam Adebayo, love this guy. He's probably my favorite player. Or he was until he started shitting himself. Tyler Hero, man. From Tyler Hero, oh my God, the whirlwind of Tyler Hero this season. The fact that I wanted him salary dumped for DeMar DeRozan, and then I rooted so hard for him this season, glad he made the All-Star team, and now he's just reverting back to the Tyler Hero that we just absolutely hate to see. The inefficient, the can't hit a three, the lack of IQ Tyler Hero, and it's just so damn frustrating because these two players are all-star caliber players. They're paid the big bucks. When Jimmy Butler was missing games, you guys are playing perfectly fine. Out he's completely out on the Warriors. They're now 16-2 with him, and we're on a 10-game losing streak without him. That is just a slap in the face to the organization, to the team, to us fans, to everybody in the city of Miami, the state of Florida. It's just an absolute disgrace to the game of basketball. It's a disgrace to the world, and it just needs to be stopped. The Miami Heat currently have the 8th worst record in the National Basketball Association. They are 10th in the NBA Eastern Conference, which is incredibly weak. They're behind the Bulls. Shout out to the Bulls. They've been going crazy recently, but damn, it's actually insane. Now, I don't know if this record is a million%, updated, but they are 29-41. You are 12 games under 500. Now, if this were to load right now, I would genuinely show the preferred starting lineup for the Miami Heat and how just disgusting the stats to back it up are as well. But like I mentioned earlier, Bam Adebayo and Tyler here. Bam Adebayo over his last 10 games, about 20 a game, 9 rebounds, 4.6 assists. You're like, okay, that's cool. Bam Adebayo, man, you're supposed to be the number 2 option. You can't average 20 in a 10-game span. Shooting under 49% from the field is big, and he's shooting an occasional 3 a game. What's he hitting from 3? 38%. Okay, yeah. Okay, man. 13-34 over his last 10-game stretch. Hey. But he didn't hit everything else, man. I mean, congratulations. You're in your what? I don't know. 8th, 9th year in the NBA, and you finally know how to consistently, maybe not even that, hit a 3. Congratulations, over a 10-game stretch. Congratulations, brother. How about you focus on, the bunnies at the rim? How about you focus on, the middy's been good, but in the clutch today, he missed the middy, so I'm gonna say the middy too. Ha, bam. Need you to work on that. Tyler Hero, man. Tyler Hero, I saw a stat the other day. In the first half, he shot like 38%, almost 40% from 3. In the second half, he's shooting 30% from 3. From 40 to 30. Now, he cannot be one of those guys that get what he wants, which is an all-star appearance, and then completely shuts down and reverts to the player that we wanted gone last season. It just cannot happen. He's averaging 19.5, about 5 assists, 4 rebounds, which is like, cool. Tyler Hero, you're the best scorer on this team. Tyler Hero, you are the second best player on this team. Can you show that? Can you show first half Tyler Hero and the second half, when it matters the most? First half is cool and dandy, but second half, man, that's when the going gets tough. That's when the season really matters, because it's playoff time and you're not showing up and you're making the big bucks. I don't get it. Sure, 47% from the field is below his average, but whatever. 33.3% from 3, when your main thing on offense is the 3-point shot. Cause everybody's loaded. All he has is no shot guy. He's just shooting threes again to the rim. Cool and dating. He said the mid-range. What is that? 33% from 3. Just won the 3-point contest. His only shots in the All-Star game, I think he hit 2 shots. Both were threes. And now when the game is what the game is, when the going gets tough in the regular season, Tyler Hero, nowhere to be found. Tyler Hero, breaking threes. Tyler Hero, what is wrong with you? I really don't want to get on these guys. I love them. I have their jerseys. I root hard for these guys, man. But they just aren't franchise players. They just aren't franchise players. It's so infuriating. It really, really is. And the fan base of the Heat, CTE fan base. Oh, this side is Hero, this side is Bam. These guys both are franchise players. Why y'all crying? They both are franchise guys. You guys are gushing over both sides. Just be a fan of everybody on the team for the most part, as long as they're good at the game of basketball. Damn. We can tell a good game to y'all, just ruin it. You wanna know what happens? Hero he's supposed to hit a mid-range, but of course, conveniently falls out. Khalil Ware misses a shot where he has a small defender on him. Bam Adebayo misses mid-range. And then it was GG's. Diehard Mitchell airballed a 3 or something like that. It's just Jesus Christ, man. So, I was gonna say, I don't think pivot phase loading up right now, but I did do this math previously to the game, which I'll get into. The Miami Heat, just straight up terrorism. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. Y'all remember that show on ESPN, Numbers Don't Lie, with Jamel Hill, and I forgot what the other guy's name is, but sidetrack. The starting lineup of Diehard Mitchell, Tyler Hero, Andrew Wiggins, Bam Adebayo, and Khalil Ware have a 116.2 offensive rating, which would be 7th best in the NBA. I don't know how that's even possible. By the way, overall, the Miami Heat are 23rd at 110.9. They have a defensive rating, which is back. You have 3+ defenders, and Diehard Mitchell, you have Andrew Wiggins, and you have Bam Adebayo. Khalil Ware has the most defensively where he looks lost, and he has some ways to block and everything, and you're like, damn, that's my rookie. But overall, with this starting 5, now they're going back to starting Hawkins and at points like Robinson. No more starting Diehard Mitchell, which he is a backup point guard, but with this team, he probably should be starting because he just fits the culture that we have. But it is what it is against Eric Spoelstra. Is not on his A game this season, and is so disappointing because this guy just got a bag and was just in the finals just 2023 with a team that again overachieved, and now he's just nowhere to be found. Congrats, you won 1 game last year with Magnet Ball 3-point shooting against the Celtics. Where you at now, Eric Spoelstra? They're calling his name. They're saying that he's a wife merchant. They said when he literally lost his wife that he forgot how to coach. They said that she was the secret. They said that she was the brains of the operation. Eric Spoelstra, my brother in Christ. Can you beat those allegations? What is going on? A 118.2 defensive rating, which would be 29th in the NBA. Only behind the Pelicans, who have countless injuries this season. By the way, we still have the 12th best net rating in basketball. in the NBA at 112.7. My God, Bam Adebayo defensively is a dog. Y'all obviously saw that game where that kid hit. Yeah. Posted a TikTok on that. Whatever. Y'all saw that play where he was in Tobias Harris's face. He was like, oh, at the rim in a matter of a second, he was in his face and made him pass it out. Yeah, y'all saw that. But again, not trying to be positive about Bam just because he gets paid way too much money to do what he's been doing as a recent. Like, he'll have a good game and then he'll have a game where he just shoots 7 shots in back-to-back games. And you're just like, what the fuck, man? Like, what's going on, brother? They have a net rating together of -2, which would be tied at 20th with the Hawks. Overall, we're not much better. We're at 19th with -1.9. We have a pace of 97.4, which again is terrible. But the Celtics obviously have a slow pace as well, but they shoot threes. They have like a bottom 5 pace as well. Last time I checked, which is not. It was like a couple of days back. That pace 97.4, which would be 4th lowest in the entire NBA. We obviously are a very, very, very low slow pace. We're 29th in the NBA with a pace of 96.9. So we're slow. And we don't get up enough shots because obviously we play at such a slow pace and we're not good at 3-point shooting, so it doesn't help like the Celtics, but you know, they can get into the bag. They have countless shooters that can just spray the ball from quite literally anywhere, and then then there's us who can't shoot a 3 unless the playoffs. So amazing. We have a plus/minus of -9 with their starting 5, which would be 29th in the NBA, only ahead of the Wizards. And overall, the Miami Heat have a plus/minus of -1.7, and that is 19th in the NBA. So over the last 10 games as well, the Miami Heat as a team are shooting 33.8% from the 3-point line. They're shooting 45.7% from the field. They have an offensive rating of 107. An offensive rating of 107 would be second behind the Wizards. A defensive rating of 117.9, which would be third, only ahead of the Jazz and the Pelicans. And yeah, it's been absolutely brutal. Now I'll just quickly look at Tankathon real quick, and then I'll probably talk about each player individually, like very, very quickly, and talk about how I just feel about them currently. But yeah, man, this is absolutely brutal. The Miami Heat right now are 8th in the Tankathon behind the Wizards, Jazz, Hornets, Pelicans, Sixers, Nets, and the Toronto Raptors, who are only... Toronto Raptors are really on a sale, I was going to say, but not really. Please bail us out so we don't have to go into the play-in. Toronto Raptors, if you guys can hear me, I think you guys have a pretty easy schedule, so please, we would love it if you guys just go ahead and bail us out. So obviously, there's obviously the Jimmy Butler trade as well, which I guess I'll get into. I'm looking this up as well, where the Miami Heat just traded away Jimmy Butler. Obviously, he was not going to play like he's playing right now with the Warriors, as he's playing now, as he would have played with the Miami Heat. He obviously won his contract acceptance. Obviously, Pat Riley said no. I'll be honest, I was one of the rare guys. I was like, let him play it out. Let's see what he has left. Because he didn't play much last season. He had that injury in the playoffs in the playing game against the Sixers. I think we would have won that game if he did play. But even fucking Nicholas Batum, magnet ball threes, you know, came out to the wire with all of that. And then I remember Tyler Hero takes like an in-Levi shot. Tyler Hero, by the way, is good for like at least an air ball a game. It's just generally disgusting, but whatever. Bam Adebayo, disappointing season. Kyle Anderson doesn't even really play in the rotation anymore. I mean, he's just a slow guy. High IQ player, though. Alec Burks barely plays the game of basketball, but he is the microwave scorer off the bench. They put him in the game. I don't remember him doing anything of note from what I remember. I'm watching countless things at once, so it's like maybe I missed something. I don't know. Jacob, can we get some Jacob minutes, aka Josh Christopher? Tyler Hero, phenomenal first half, very disappointing second half. Haywood Highsmith, 3-and-D player. Jaime Hawkins needs the out of the rotation. His sophomore slump is genuinely disgusting. Like, get him out of the lineup ASAP. Kashad Johnson, give him some minutes. I mean, get some young guys minutes at this point, because these are older guys. They don't deserve it. Jovic is still out, but we don't know what he is. He's probably the second highest potential guy in his team. Young guys like 25 and below, with him and Khalil Ware. Jovic right now is really good 3-point shooter, but you know he has that playmaking ability. Need to see his IQ go up. He has some playmaking ability in his game. He's a good 3-point shooter, but right now he's like a basically just a spot up shooter. Not a good rebounder, doesn't have a high IQ at the very moment, unfortunately. He's only 21 years old. Like, he's extremely young. Pelle Larsson hopefully can become a 3-and-D player right now. He's not really hitting his threes at the level you want to see that at. And he's an older rookie at 24, so that's pretty interesting to say the least. I believe he shot pretty well in his last couple of years at Arizona. Kevin Love, IG Troll does not get minutes, but he's still good at, like, you know, it was like outlet passing like that. Diehard Mitchell, definitely been impressed with him. He's hitting his threes at a pretty decent clip, and he's defending. He's a bulldog. Shout out to Diehard Mitchell. He's just small. He's only 6 foot. He had a layup attempt today at the end of his second quarter, and he missed just because he's just not a big guy. Duncan Robinson's been disappointing. This might be his last season in Miami. Terry Rozier has been generally one of the worst players in basketball. Generally, absolutely stinks. Drew Smith, unfortunately, he went out. We're getting his production right now on Diehard Mitchell with that torn ACL. Unfortunately, maybe with like a torn Achilles. Shout out to him. Isaiah Stevens, Colorado State legend. By the way, shout out to Colorado State getting a W today over Memphis and Penny Hardaway in NCAA tournament. Kalo, where he had a really good like 2 to 3 week stretch where I'm like, he's my rookie of the year, and it kind of came back down to earth. He's obviously dealing with like motor issue and things of that nature, but he obviously has really good sound, especially when he's hitting those threes, blocking shots, rebounding the basketball. He's had a couple of double-doubles as of recent, but I still don't think he's a good enough rebounder for size at 7 foot tall. Again, motor issues, and there'll be times in the clutch in games you have both Bam and him in the game like, yo, Kalo, where get a rebound, Bam and I get a rebound. They just don't. They still play. It's just so weird. And Wiggins has barely been playing, but when he's played, he's been playing pretty good. Not really too efficient. I mean, he had a really efficient game today. And his 3-point shot just isn't falling the clip that it was with the Warriors, which was around like 37%. And with the Heat, it's like sub like 32 for some odd reason, but it is what it is. Eric Spoelstra's having a very down season. He's been one of the most disappointing teams, and he's been one of the most disappointing coaches in basketball this season. Like I mentioned earlier, but Duncan Robinson, we're going to go ahead and end this off. He's just getting paid $18.5 million, and he's just not giving us the production from 3. He should be no less than like a 38% 3-point shooter. This season, he's at 38.9. So maybe I'm just splitting hairs with Duncan Robinson, but I just don't feel like he's been as good as he's supposed to be. I mean, Spoelstra really at points just doesn't really give him too many minutes. So my bad, Duncan Robinson. My bad for that unnecessary stray. Looking at it, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like some games he's just like nowhere to be found. Another game would be like, damn, that's a Duncan Robinson we paid $90 million to over a 5-year stretch. So yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Miami Heat, we absolutely reek. At least we're gonna have a top 10 pick, hopefully, even with like a 10 seed playing. Hopefully we lose that game to the Bulls and just continue on with this rebuild, and hopefully something shakes up this offseason here for the best of the worst, because I'm tired. None of these guys are untouchables. None of these guys are franchise players, and I'm just done with it. I just had to let it all out. I'm tired of being a nice guy. I'm tired of just being positivity. I'm tired of being positive and optimistic. At points, it's time to get negative. At points, it's time to get real. You know, at points, you need somebody that's gonna just let you know how it is. At some points, you need somebody that's gonna like speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and that's what I did today. So it is what it is. Miami Heat, we stink. Pat Riley is not a real person. He had his 80th birthday. I could not care less. Living legend. Shout out to him. He's been part of 25 of the NBA Finals in the history of the NBA. Congratulations, brother. You are beyond washed. Like, you are washed to the max, brother. But so I gotta say, y'all, yeah, but other than that, y'all, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, make sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. It's me, your boy John. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.